Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Dijun Akbartanto, NPM 231053195. Today, I will critically analyze an instructional video titled 5 Grade Natural and Social Science Lesson that features an elementary level science lesson on light and shadow, including the use of pet simulation to explain how shadows are formed. I will review the video based on 5 pedagogic science aspects, citing specific timestamp or minute and second. Number 1. Opening activity, apperception and motivation. From the 04 mark to 1:30, the teacher opens the class with greetings, a prayer, and attendance check. Then use an icebreaking activity called tepuk konsentrasi before stating the learning objective. This will student enthusiasm require. However, the teacher does not clearly connect this topic to the previous lesson, so the perception part is not really visible here. Number 2, core activity or teaching method and approach. It starts at the 4th minute and 4th second. The teacher organizes students into small groups using a worksheet, and at 4:44 move the class to the computer laboratory to use a pet simulation. This is a student-centered approach. Science students operate the simulation themselves instead of just watching the teacher demonstrate. One limitation is that this method depends heavily on facility availability, since the class has to relocate due to limited equipment in the regular room. Number 3, content mastery and delivery. Between minute 2:09 and 3:53 and again at 5:21, the teacher explained the difference between a dark and bright room, how a shadow is formed, and the concept of medium by comparing air and water. The explanation is sequential and use appropriate vocabulary. I did not find a clear misconception here, but the teacher could add 1 or 2 everyday examples so students can relate the concept to daily life. Number 4, use of learning media and technology. The teacher used 2 comparison pictures to explain dark and bright rooms, and later use a pet simulation as a digital tool. This combination shows a fairly good application of TPACK. Since the media support the content and is operated directly by students, the weakness is more about infrastructure than teaching skill, since the regular classroom apparently lacks adequate computer access, which is why the lesson had to move location. Number 5, formative assessment and feedback. At minute 2:18 and 3:17, the teacher checks understanding through plural questions such as why a shadow can be formed. At minute 2:37, the teacher gives positive feedback using tepuk apresiasi when a student answers correctly. This is good for motivation, but science questions are answered verbally by volunteers. The teacher cannot be fully sure that every student has understood the material, not only the more active ones. In conclusion, this video shows a fairly strong implementation of the 5 pedagogic aspects, especially in building a student-centered environment supported by simple technology and positive reinforcement. The main area for improvement is making the perception more explicit at the beginning and ensuring formative assessment reaches all students, not only those who raise their hands. That concludes my analysis. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.